Dominant football. Road.
Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa State's offense will get the first crack at it here. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Unloads quickly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Boley. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. Firing to the right, complete. Plows through the defense. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. He's kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in is this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
So the BYU Cougars offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away. That's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Flips it out on the screen. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Back to throw. It's Bowling. Looking left. Complete downfield. Wild play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Quick completion to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the RPO, complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle.
Where's the defensive caution?
He goes. Touchdown, BYU.
Man, the defensive coordinator is pulling his hair out on the sidelines after that one because they had everybody covered initially. They just couldn't get home to the quarterback. He had over 5 seconds to throw that football. The defense has to do a better job affecting the QB moving forward, or they're going to get lit up in this game.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB. You wouldn't have
been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Scanning the field, it's Boley. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Holds and fires complete to the right. They run him out of bounds. He gets him to the 47. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Quick spin on the ride. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. That's caught. It's Hilton. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on.
He's got it along the sideline. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. BYU will team on the field. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal lines.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Cyclones come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Working that left side now. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Back to throw. It's Hillstead. Rushes on him. Takes the easy one to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
To the air, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. A big play on
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just... back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. He takes it at the 45. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Using the quick game. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Still on his feet at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cyclones will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. I imagine we'll see them go go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give out of the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking for a man. It's Boley. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a short tackle. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. First down, 10 yards to go. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On the ground, it's Fields. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Bring in the heat. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option. The give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Boley. Release to the back. Finds his man, it's Fields. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Cyclones are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the route is on. this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice game. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield is Hillstead. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Cyclones will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Pocket breaking down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, but you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quickly complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they have in the bag on third and short from their own 18. Looking to pass. It's Hillstead. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet. Touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Iowa State 55, BYU 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
To throw, it's Hillstead. Takes a shot as he lets it go. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good.